We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comments section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration.
Good morning, CSL family.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Let's all stand up and sing our opening song, which is Spirit is in this place. Good morning, CSL family. Good morning. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. My name is Antonio Edwards. I'm the music director here, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here to our Sunday celebration service this Sunday morning. Thank you for joining us in person or online. Just a reminder, if you cannot be in the room with us, there are 3 ways to join our spiritual community online via Facebook, YouTube, and via our website, cslftl.org, by selecting the live stream tab. If you are a first-time guest, we are so glad that you're here, and we have a gift for you, a lovely pair of mala beads. I know, right? Which you can wear during your spiritual practice or just as jewelry. If you haven't had a chance to fill out our visitor card, please stop by guest services to complete one. Let us know how you found us, your name, your email address, and we also have a gift for you. If you're watching us online for the first time, let us know in the comments section or visit our website's Contact Us tab and complete the inquiry form. While you're there, take a tour of our website and learn more about us. If you sign up for our e-newsletter, you'll be in the know of all of our upcoming classes and events. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or download our app listed as Center for Spiritual Living FL, which stands for Fort Lauderdale. We would love it if you would reshare our post or app with your followers and friends. At CSL, we have an intention statement that says who we are and how we want to present ourselves in the world. Please join me in standing, and we'll say it together. Afterward, please greet your neighbor with a handshake, hello, or namaste. Please keep in mind that some people are still practicing some form of social distancing. So, CSL Fort Lauderdale, who are we? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service. Oh, there we go.
That's right. Get the energy going in here.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright,
Bright,
bright, sunshiny day. All right, guys, here we go. Come on. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Everybody, it's gonna be a bright,
bright,
bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright,
bright,
bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright,
bright,
bright, sunshiny day.
Yes. What? Oh, if you don't know, now you know. Antonio, that run, brother. And I'm sitting over here going, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. Wow. Give Reflection some love. Thank you. Welcome to CSL. I'm Reverend Skip Jennings, the senior minister here, and I'm so grateful that you did not let the little rain stop you because, hey, it's a new way of being today. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Even if it's raining in your life, there is sun that's shining. It's shining within you, and I want you to remember that. I welcome you to CSL. Give yourself some love. Family here. What an amazing day. What an amazing day to be here. So if you're brand new and this is your first time, we just want you to stand up so we can give you some love. I know we have some new timers, first timers in. Yes. Welcome. Welcome. As Antonio says, we have a little gift for you, and I am a mala bead collector. These are some of the best mala beads I've ever seen, so make sure you get your mala beads. It's really good. I love a good mala bead. So make sure you get your gift. But right now, I just want to give you a blessing from my heart to yours, and with our CSL members and those who've been here for a while, just repeat after me. We say to our newcomers, welcome to CSL. We know who you are. You're the divine emanation of love. You are blessed and a blessing. We love you. We thank God for you. Welcome to CSL. So glad that you are here. And make sure you sign up for our newsletter. Make sure you go to our website to find out more about what we do. We do a lot of great things here at CSL. And next week, something special is happening here. It's actually out of the mind of my friend Jeannie Looper Smith that said, well, why don't we do a Sunday brunch? And I went, yeah, why don't we do a Sunday brunch? So next week, we're doing a Sunday brunch here. We're going to flip the whole entire room. We're going to put up tables. We have some incredible catering, and we're going to have some incredible music with reflections. So make sure you sign up and you get your ticket today. We need you to sign up. And it's $45, but all the proceeds come to CSL. So be here next week for a great event, our Sunday brunch. We lift our voices and sing. We lift our voices and sing. So if you're brand new, we have practitioners, licensed practitioners in this space. And what a licensed practitioner is someone who's dedicated their life to spirit, to prayer, and to making sure that we have healing practices in our life. I have a very special practitioner, also my friend and minister, Reverend Tina, I'm going to invite up to come up to do our invocation and to do our sacred reading for today. And then right after that, my friend Jeannie Luber Smith is going to come up and give us our core value today. So let's give Reverend Tina a little love. Welcome, sis. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you.
Good morning. There
Good
we go.
morning.
So it is our time to pray, to join in the vibration and the frequency that's already occurred on this day through the music, through the words that's been spoken, through the welcoming, that love is eternally present, and how grateful and thankful I am just to feel that right here and right now. I'm grateful to join collectively with each of you here in the physical building or those joining us online, knowing that where two or more are gathered in the name and the nature of God and love itself, something wonderful is unfolding. And so I recognize this presence as all that there is, as the one life, the one mind, the one power that is living, moving, and breathing, expressing, creating through all of creation, and that we are one with it. We are the thing itself, spirit made manifest in the flesh. Within us is all that we need to continue to create a magnificent life for ourselves individually and for the world collectively. And so it's from this awareness of our knowingness, of our oneness with this presence of God, that I just give thanks for this service, for all that has already happened in the preparation, to bringing it forth, such a gift for each and every individual that is here and present, listening to all that is being shared. I bless Rev Skip. I know that he is a vessel and a channel of the divine word, that love is the very thing that emanates and oozes through each and every word that he shares, through all that he has brought forth for us on this day through this very lesson. That there is something for each of us in it. That as we listen, we feel, we realize the truth of who and what we are. How grateful and thankful to know this, to be this, to witness this here, now, and forever. And so it is. Amen. So every Sunday we read a little excerpt from our book of the month, and today's selected reading comes from the book The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter, and is entitled Life is Project Awakening. Life is Project Awakening. Awakening to the soulful self so we can engage with our world from our highest, true nature, and experience a divinely guided, magical life. This awakening happens through fiction, bumping up against the places where we're not yet awakened to our magnificence, or where our circuits are not yet turned on. Without friction, we can't gain awareness about which parts of ourselves are still in the dark. We need to be jostled out of our status quo in order to see where we need to redirect our energy and reintegrate the fragmented and dispersed parts of ourselves. So we cannot avoid friction. We have no choice in the matter. Until we are fully living as our soulful self, friction will show us the places where we need to build our circuitry and awaken to our greatness. However, we do not have a choice about where our friction occurs. In our inner worlds, at the energy level, or in our outer world at the level of story. So here's an example of how this works. Let's suppose someone in your life says something you don't like, and you get upset about it. You have a mental and emotional reaction to his or her words. And then you tell yourself a story about what those words mean about you, your relationship with others, and the world in general. Your mind says things like, why is this happening? He shouldn't have done that. And how am I ever going to get okay with life now that this has happened? After a while, you might ask yourself, why can't I just get over this? Or why can't I forgive this? The reason you can't get over it is that the mind is operating on the level of story. The mind's inability to process your feeling is an effort by your whole system to keep you from moving on until you glean what you need from that experience. To bring certain circuits online and to reintegrate energy that has been dispersed. Many times, this reintegration shows up as an epiphany or an aha moment. Once your energy has shifted and those circuits fire up, that story changes. And so does the mind's relationship to the events that cause the friction in the first place. And so it is.
Thank you, Tina. I'm Jeannie Looper-Smith, and at CSL, the words that represent the core values of our spiritual community are love, oneness, healing, abundance, spiritual growth, sacred service, diversity, and inclusivity. Today, in an essay I wrote, I'm spotlighting a trio of these words: spiritual growth, oneness, and love. And spoiler alert, I'm also going to spotlight how grateful we can be as a CSL spiritual community to know, in our Science of Mind teaching, the truth of our intrinsic worth and value as human beings. As many of you know, I'm a writer and a storyteller, and one of the things that calls on both of these abilities is writing creative eulogies. And it's one of the sweetest spots of my writing career. It's important to me that at end-of-life celebrations, each person who has transitioned is honored and acknowledged for the unique person they are and the difference they made in the world. And that their eulogy reads, not like a resume, but the narrative of their life. I want to tell their story. I guess I'm a bit of a death diva. I've been to too many celebrations of life and funerals where the person in the coffin, or whose ashes are front and center, are almost an afterthought to celebrating a mass or promoting getting right with Jesus. So when my son-in-law's sister, Kim, died at age 58 after an 18-month experience of cancer, I was honored to write and deliver the story of her life. As I knew this would take place in the fundamental evangelical church that Kim attended, I wondered if at some point Kim's life might take somewhat of a back seat to a Jesus sermon. But I wasn't prepared for what would actually unfold. I knew Kim well, and in interviewing her husband, her 3 adult sons, daughters-in-law, her parents, brother, and sisters, and extended family members, I heard so many wonderful stories, memories, funny and poignant moments from Kim's life. I knew that I had more than enough to create something rich that represented the extraordinary life she lived in what seemed too short a lifetime. I shared how Kim was a fan of words. Her mother said that she was talking when she exited the womb, and she never stopped. And those who were unfortunate enough to be pitted against Kim in a game of Scrabble saw firsthand how skillfully her mastery of words and language played out on the board and in her life. I shared how reading was a lifetime love, but not Kim's only lifetime love. Her husband, Bob, took first place in that category. In their 40 years of marriage, they created a family that was truly Kim's passion. That's what lit her up. I talked about how she opened her heart and her home, literally and figuratively, where most people don't want extra family members underfoot. Kim relished it. How her parents, children, siblings, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, in-laws and outlaws remembered her sense of fun, her creativity with her children in painting, arts, and crafts, and creating sidewalk masterpieces in chalk. How she loved the beach and collected sea glass. How she had a collection of turtles and had collected 78 of them over time, the ceramic kind. There were even turtle stickers on her van. Maybe she felt something in common with the slow pace of turtles as her kids laughingly and lovingly said she was one of the least punctual people they ever met. At the end of her life here, she was surrounded by the people she cherished, the flowers she loved, and the memories she created. And then her eulogy ended where it began, with words. The words that represented Kim, shared by those who knew and loved her. Generous, fun, creative, kind, thoughtful, fierce, loyal, caring, dedicated, gorgeous, brave, faithful, courageous, strong, and loving. These are the words that Kim played so well on the board of her beautiful life. After the eulogies, her family members shared their own personal, poignant memories of Kim. And then the pastor took the stage, and he said, "Nothing you heard here today about Kim makes any difference to God. He isn't impressed with anything you shared about Kim or her life. The only thing God cares about is what Kim's relationship was with Jesus, because without Jesus, there is nothing good in any of us. On our own, we are worthless." And then, with great energy and full-throated volume, he declared that on our own, we are wretched. And as he spoke, the associate pastor amened everything he said. I was stunned, and quite frankly, wanted to charge the stage and deck the pastor. Nothing spiritual about that on my part, but damn, I wanted to. It's been 2 years since Kim's celebration of life that began with her love of words. And the pastor may have had the last word about Kim at her service, but he couldn't have gotten it more wrong about Kim and about all of us. Kim was, as we all are, on our own, lacking nothing. And we are beautiful expressions of love and wholeness, deserving of regard, acceptance, love, and every good thing. God, also known as Spirit, Source, the Lover, Divine Mind, Infinite Presence, shows up in us, as us, and through us, and is not separate from us. There is no old man in the sky. And spiritual news flash, there's not a wretched one of us in the bunch. I'm circling back to the words I started with that represent our CSL core values, because words have power. Spiritual growth, releasing old religious paradigms about our inherent sinfulness and unworthiness. Oneness, the realization of our being connected to all others and being the living emanation of Spirit. And love, knowing that we are here to love. We are love, and we are lovable. These core value words are decidedly the words worth remembering. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie. That was beautiful. Once again, good morning, CSL family. We have many activities here at CSL, and for more information and registration, go to cslftl.org or the CSL app. We have licensed spiritual practitioners available for prayer in the sanctuary immediately after the service. Would all of our practitioners please stand? Yes, give them a hand. If you would like prayer, please see one of these practitioners wearing a purple stole. You can also call the prayer line at 954-990-5625 or receive a prayer from the app by clicking on the prayer button. Also, there is a prayer request box in the lobby. Simply fill out a card and place it in the box. Prayer is the answer. Next Sunday, August 27th, we will be installing 4 new practitioners to the practitioner corps. Please be sure to, we can woohoo that. Please be sure to attend and get to know these high consciousness individuals who have answered the call to serve. Our youth center meets every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Our wonderful team shares the same themes that we teach here in the sanctuary, but with a more youthful approach. Feel free to swing by before or after service to learn more. You are invited to join us for flow meditation and gentle yoga Wednesdays and Fridays at 12 noon here in the sanctuary with Reverend Skip. Please join Antonio Edwards, yes, Maylene Fo, Soul Free, and Reflections, our Fort Lauderdale house band. Next Sunday for Sunday brunch here in the sanctuary. That is going to be a wonderful, wonderful concert. This is a high-spirited event that has become a treasured tradition worldwide. Lift your voice and sing. Sunday brunch is a celebration of music, delicious food, and love. The cost is $45, and it is a fundraiser for our church. And could I have Maylene come up and do a little sample? We're going to do a little sample of what you're going to get next Sunday. Is that all right? Oh, y'all know this.
I know the song.
Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing.
Say women, they will come and they will go.
When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You will know. You will know. So that's just a little taste of what you're going to get next Sunday, so be sure to get those tickets today. Also, join our Visioning Corps, led by Reverend Tina and JC today following the service to help catch a vision on our community and your life. Please join our CSL member and businessman, Kirby Monstein, along with Fran Winslow for a new and exciting class, The Spiritual Entrepreneur. Unleash your inner power to develop a business idea or goal in this 4-week creative spiritual journey. Class begins September 6th from 6:30 to 8:30, and the cost is $99. Please register on our website or visit guest services. And I do believe we have a video.
Hi, I'm Kirby Monestime,
And I'm Fran Winslow.
and we're here to talk to you about The Spiritual Entrepreneur. The Spiritual Entrepreneur is a course that Fran and I will be co-teaching beginning in September. In this course, we will talk to you about how to consciously create your business plan or an idea that you've wanted to manifest. During the course, some of our objectives will be to touch on how to identify your why, again, how to build a business plan, how to identify your target audience, and how to market and brand yourself. Fran, would you like to talk to everyone about the course dates and times?
Absolutely. The course begins on Wednesday, September 6th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. It goes for 4 weeks. The cost is $99 and it's offered both in person and on Zoom.
Amazing. So we look forward to seeing you all there. And remember, this course is for everyone. If you have an idea that you're looking to manifest, or if you want to build a new business or even expand on your existing business, you can do that in this course with us. We look forward to seeing all of you.
So be sure to register on our website or our guest services or our CSL app to get more information on that class. And lastly, please remember to visit our bookstore where you can purchase the book of the month and other publications for your spiritual growth. Grab a t-shirt or two. Proceeds help support our CSL community. Thank you. And please welcome back Maylene So Free.
Have I been sleeping? I've been so still, afraid of crumbling. Have I been careless? Dismissing all the distant rumbling. Take me where I am supposed to be, to comprehend the things that I can't see. 'Cause I need to move, I need to wake up, I need to change, I need to shake up, I need to speak out. Something's got to break up. I've been asleep and I need to wake up now. And as a child, I danced like it was 1999. My dreams are wild. The promise of this new world would be mine. Now I'm throwing off the carelessness of you to listen to an inconvenient truth. That I need to move, I need to wake up, and I need to wake up now. I am not an island, I am not alone. I am my intentions, trapped here in this flesh and bone. And I need to wake up. I need to change. I need to wake up. I need to speak now. Something's gotta wake up. I've been asleep, and I need to wake up now. I need to wake up. I need to change. I need to shake up. I need to speak now. Something's gotta break up. I've been asleep, and I need to wake up now.
I need to wake up. We need to wake up now. Good morning, CSL. Good morning, good morning, good morning again. What a wonderful service we've had so far. Yes or yes? You know, I love this month because our theme for this month is friendship and fellowship. And I want to say thank you to all of us who showed up for the friendship potluck. We had over 100 people breaking bread during that time, and that's what fellowship is all about. I'm so grateful that we got a chance to get to know one another and eat some of the food that was brought. It was a wonderful, wonderful way to kick off this month. Also, we have a great book, and I always say it's my favorite book, but literally this is one of my favorite books. It's called The Energy Codes by Sue Morter. Now, what I love about Sue Morter is she takes this idea of everything's energy, and that's what Fran talked about on the first Sunday, that everything's energy, and we are the co-creators of our life, and the energy that we have inside reflects the energy that we have on the outside. This is a great book, and she's also a yogi, and y'all know how much I love yoga. And again, I want to thank Dr. Chris for showing up last week as I was in Chicago to facilitate one of my best friend's weddings, and I heard his workshop was absolutely tremendous. And I'm grateful that Chris Michaels is my mentor, so I'm grateful that he got a chance to come in and come back to CSL, which is a part of our family. And today we're talking about embracing a new way of being. And I love that word being because some of us think that, you know, the more we do, the more that we are, because we are not human doers, we're human beings. So we're here to be more versus to do more. I love what Sue Morter says in this book. She says this: we learn a new way of being with ourselves and in response to our life. So think about this. Everything that you are experiencing, like Maylene and Antonio was singing about, is time for us to wake up. So everything that we are experiencing is designed for us to wake up. The things we love, and especially the things that we don't love. Those times that we are going through the shift, and the shift is hitting the fan, those are the times that we need to run to those crises so that we may grow. And I remember Michael Beckwith once said to me, don't let a good crisis go to waste, because you will grow through these times of challenges. So we must embrace these ideas of waking up and what needs to shift within us. So I love this idea of being because it brings us to this word that we use, or this phrase we use all the time, your state of being. And when we talk about the state of being, I'm talking about your physical states. How's your body feeling today? I'm talking about your mental state. What are you thinking about today? Your emotional state and your spiritual state. And in that place of being, we get to connect with the true nature of who we are. See, reality is that we're connected to something greater than this experience, but it will reflect in our state of being. So when I first got to New Thought, I remember my first practitioner session. And if you have never taken a practitioner session, get a practitioner session, get a prayer from prayer. Yeah, yay for the practitioners. And I was going through my Skippyisms, and I was saying to my practitioner, I have this huge to-do list, and I'm fatigued, and I have so much to do. And she turned to me and said, Skip, you simply need to make God bigger than your to-do list. See, here's the thing about to-do lists. It says what we are here to do versus what we're here to be. Our purpose. I even stopped using that word to-do list and I call it the God list. Because if God is living within me, because I truly believe that, then everything I do is for God. So I stopped calling it a to-do list and I call it a God list. So when we are embracing this idea of being, we have to understand there's two aspects, and we teach this in yoga all the time. We teach the yang of yoga, which is the doing. That's the work that we do when we stand. That's the work that we do in our warrior poses. But then there's the yin of yoga, which is the being state, where we meditate first. We are being the presence of spirit. Or when we're done doing the hard standing work, when we get to the floor, now we are in the state of being and releasing. Again, when I first got to Agape, we stopped using that term, how you doing? I don't know if you remember this, Reverend Tina, but Reverend Michael invited us to not ask people how you're doing, because it gives them the invitation to do more, to do more, to do more. And he invited us to ask people, how you living? How you being today? And that I took on, instead of asking people how you doing, how you being? How you living? So today I ask you, how are you living? There are two ways that we can be in this state. We can be in a state of peace and a state of chaos. And I know my to-do list brings on a state of chaos. I get overwhelmed with all the things that I have to do. But when I'm in a state of peace, I know that everything is in divine order. So how do you get over your fatigue? Is anyone else experiencing a to-do list fatigue? Yes? Am I the only one? There we go. So how do we get past that? We have to simply do one thing. Turn it over to God. Turn it over to Spirit. Turn it over to love. And when we are in that place of turning it over to God, we are very, very, very connected with it's going to work out no matter what. See, here's what I do know. It doesn't work out how we always want it to work out. It doesn't work out how we plan it to work out, but it will eventually work out. See, the universe is always working for our highest good, but we're not always working for our own highest good. The universe is always giving us what is required for us to grow spiritually. When I turn it over to God, I believe that everything that I need is within me, within the spirit that lives within me. See, the true nature of spirit is we are connected. So if you think about the universe is love, joy, peace, oneness, prosperity, abundance, grace, joy, compassion, beauty, kindness. These are the attributes of the spirit that lives within us. This is our true nature. So everything that I need to move forward is already within me. I'm not looking for a God shelling out gifts to me so I can make my life work. In this book, Sue Morter invites us to remember that we are co-creating our life. And we get to move the law into action by what we think and by what we believe. If you want to get over your to-do list fatigue, surrender to your higher power. I always say this, that little Skip does nothing. In fact, little Skip that's my ego, and little Skip will tell me that you're not good enough. No one's going to like you. You'll never get to the next stage of your life. And you have to quiet whatever you call your ego, quiet it. I look to little Skip, I say, little Skip, I hear you, but I'm going to listen to God first. So I surrender to my higher power versus my monkey mind. I see the divine potential within me. When I turn it over to God, I believe in a world that works for me and works for you, and we live in a world of infinite possibilities. Infinite possibilities not just with one thing in your life, but with everything. Infinite possibilities of your job, relationships, your home, all the things you're called to do upon this planet, it is in a field of infinite possibilities. We get very finite. We stop ourselves from growing because we think there's only one way of doing something, but we live in infinite possibilities. So when I turn it over, I call this my divine confidence, because I am confident in the divine. How do we get to our divine confidence? I have an acronym. You know, I love a good acronym, so here it is. Being is the word today. And being stands for believe, embrace, inspire, nurture, and grow. So when we're looking to be in a new state of being, it begins with our belief. We must believe in ourselves. We must believe in our purpose. We must believe that we're here to do great things on this planet. See, a lot of us know we want to do great things, but we get caught up into the belief that we're not here to do anything else but to go to our daily job, to be exactly where we are. See, I believe that we are here to grow spiritually so we can get out into the world and show the rest of the world how to love. What do you believe in today? I believe that God has my back. Do you believe that God has your back? So we get to shift the way we believe. It is done as we believe. We know that is part of our teaching. So we start off with belief. E is the embrace. What are we embracing? I'm going to ask all y'all to embrace your spiritual practices. If you don't get anything else from this Sunday or any Sunday that you come in here, it is your spiritual practices that will shift your life. And it's more than coming here on a Sunday and listening to one of a speaker give you everything that we think we know, but it's about what you know. First practice that will change your life, meditation. And see, we get this Hollywood idea of what meditation is. We think is this guru sitting on a mountain and levitating and going, Om. That's part of it. But true meditation is your awakening awareness to what is going on around you, in you. It is undistracted attention to reality. So when you're mindful of washing dishes, you're in a washing dishing meditation. If you're walking, you're mindful how you're walking, you're in a walking meditation. Be mindful. If you breathe and you're aware of how you're breathing, that is a breathing meditation. Prayer life. I am so grateful for the 4 practitioners that are coming into our practitioner corps. And right before we come up on stage here, we do a little prayer in the meditation room. And my brother John, practitioner emeritus, said to me, I love you, Rev, because you love to pray. I love to pray. Prayer is the answer. Ernest Holmes, our founder, has always said that the prayer itself is the answer. See, when we speak the words into the universe, we activate the universe with what we say. Prayer is your answer. If you need a prayer today for any reason, please go to one of our practitioners. Today, we're doing another spiritual practice that has changed my life. It is called visioning. And visioning is a way to catch God's idea for your life. It's a way, if you're stuck and you're going, I don't know where to go, I don't know how to get through the next stage, you need to get into a visioning class or come in with Reverend Tina and Juan Carlos to do our visioning core. Sometimes we need to ask God to reveal our purpose. We need to embrace the gracious giving and fellowship. These are the spiritual practices that will shift us. Eyes inspire. And I love inspiration because you know what the true meaning of metaphysical, true meaning of inspiration is in spirit. So what inspires you? We have to tap into the inspiration of things that inspire us. Is there a teacher? Is there something on YouTube? Is there a podcast? Is there someone, an inside timer? What inspires you? And we need to take time to do it every single day in our own spiritual practice. See, inspiration will inspire us to inspire others. Inspiration is key. Nurture, that's the end. When we nurture our bodies, we are very careful what we put into our bodies. So when we nurture our bodies, we know that what we feed our body will absolutely dictate of how we're going to interact in our life. So what are you feeding your bodies today? Are you drinking enough water? Are you nourishing your mind with positive thinking? What about relationships? If you're in a relationship, you must nourish that relationship if you want to see that relationship grow. And we've already talked about nourishing our spiritual practices because that's going to bring us to a connection with spirit. G is for growth. And this is very, very important. I believe that every situation, I said this already, every situation is designed for us to grow. But I also believe that we live in an expansive universe, so therefore our thinking needs to expand. Some of us in New Thought haven't had a new thought since 1975. Some of us are still walking around with the dogma that was given because we read this in Science of Mind, but yet it doesn't really apply to us in this time, in this moment. Listen, I read Science of Mind, Course in Miracles, I read the Tao, I read so many books. I love spiritual reading, but I gotta go, does this really apply to who I am right now? See, I believe that we're here to have an expansive thought. Grow in your thinking, because that's how the universe works. And when we get into the state of being, I believe that there are 3 steps that will happen naturally in this new place of being. Number 1, we get to identify what it is that we want to become. Then we get to practice what it is that we want to become. And then there is a realization that we are already it. So I ask you, what do you want to become? And some of you might say, oh, I want to become a millionaire. Great, because so do I. But the underlying current of being a millionaire is not money, it is prosperity. It is abundance. So you're looking to become prosperous. You're looking to become abundant in your life. Some of you say, I want to be a great husband, or I want to be a great wife or a great partner, but the underline of that is unconditional love. We are looking to become unconditional love. So we have to get to the basis of what we are really becoming. Are we becoming more compassionate, more kind, more generous? If we're becoming more generous, give more. More creative. Here's the thing about creativity. If we're not practicing our creativity, how can we get more creative? How can we become more creative? See, the second step is we must practice what it is that we're becoming. So I can tell you right now, Maylene practiced her music, and you can tell the manifestation through her music. But if you want to be a musician, you got to be able to get up there and practice and sing before you get up on stage. If you want to be more loving, you need to practice love. We must practice what we are becoming. The third step will happen eventually. You'll have this realization that everything that we are looking to become is already within us. And that revelation is like a light bulb going off. You're like, oh, there it is. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but I tell you, if you keep in your practice, it will happen. I'm going to close with this. When we're in a new way of being, we must be ready and consciously adapting to our life. See, what we were doing 5 years ago no longer serves us. So we get to release that practice and step into another practice. We must integrate new ways of being, new ways of practicing. We must always be evolving over and over and over again. This is on a daily practice. And I already said this. Be willing to have a new thought in new thought. Be willing to go beyond what people say on this pulpit and have a real connection to these teachings from your own personal study time. You got to ask this question, and I was asking this question a lot this week. It's the question of authenticity. And I asked myself, is the way that I'm doing what I'm doing is in alignment with who I am now? I found myself doing some yoga poses that I probably need to give up. See, when I was 20, it was very easy for me to stand on my hands and do my inversions. That's not me anymore, almost 60. I remember one of my teachers said to me, you know, those great poses you're doing right now, you know you only have them on borrowed time. eventually you have to give them back to the yoga gods. And I get it. Is what you're doing in alignment with who you are now? See, this is all incredible information. But I do know one thing, that the only person or the only thing that's within me that can shift is me. And if I'm not willing to shift, if I'm not willing to have these moments of inspiration, I won't shift. Today I was listening to this song, and I've been listening to this song all week long, and I've been asking God, show me what I need to know in this time. Show me how to be more compassionate. Show me how to be more loving. Show me how to be more kind as I'm going to the next phase of my life. Show me. And the song popped up, and something we used to sing at Agape, Make Me Stronger. We're asking Spirit to make us stronger, to make us more humble, to make us more peaceful. If you're going through something, I invite you to ask Spirit within you to shift you. I want you to listen to this song. Jerry, can you play that for us, please?
This day I awoke with a passion in my heart, a feeling of longing, a thirst so strong. I want to be better and opening for God to make me stronger. This day I awoke with a passion in my heart, a feeling of longing, a thirst so strong. I want to be better and opening for God to make me stronger. My prayer today is for courage to be what the Holy Spirit intends for me. I want to be better and opening for God to make me stronger. Make me stronger. Make me patient when I worry. Make me calm where there is strife. Make me loving when my heart is hard. Make me forgiving when I would be right. Make me forgiving. My prayer today is for courage to be what the Holy Spirit intends for me. I want to be better and opening for God to make me stronger. Make me stronger. Stronger to reveal more peace. I must be patient to reveal more love. I must be humble to reveal more power. Make me stronger.
And so it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some songs just touch you right in their heart. And that song has always said to me, I can turn to God to make me stronger, even when I don't feel strong. So welcome to any of you who are new here. I am so grateful that you are here. And this is the time that we do something called a law of circulation. It's a time of giving. And our three things that we are called for to be sustainable is within our time, our talents, and our treasures. I'm going to ask our ushers to come up, and we're going to pass the basket here. And if you are at home, I don't want you to miss your blessing. You can give by going to our online cslftl.org and hit the give button. And also, you can go to our app and you can hit that give button there as well. I want to thank all our TPL members. Thank you so much for giving on a continual basis. Thank you so much. And if you want to join the TPL, make sure you see me after our service. So let's go within. We just take a moment here just to give thanks. Give thanks for all the things that are coming through this door. We give thanks for the gifts. We give thanks for the talents. We give thanks for the treasures. And as all this energy is transmuted into our ministries and into our service commitments and into our life as a service center, knowing that all needs are already met and we are fully supplied, there is plenty to share, plenty to spare. So I give thanks, and I simply allow it to be, and so it is. Amen. Our ushers, go out and please multiply.
I've been working so long. Seems like pain has been my only friend. The fragile heart's been done so wrong. I wondered if I'd ever heal again. Oh, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Yesterday has come and gone. Oh, and I've learned how to leave it where it is. And I see that I was wrong. Oh, forever doubting I could win. Whoa, just like all the seasons never stay the same. All around me I can feel a change. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. Life's too short to have regrets, so I'm learning how to leave it in the past and try to forget. We only have one life to live, so you better make the best of it. Oh, I will break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. We'll break these chains that bind me. Happiness will find me. Leave the past behind me. Today my life begins. A whole new world is waiting. It's mine for the taking. I know I can make it. Today my life begins. All right, guys, get a hand clap right now. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Today my life begins.
Whew. It is time for meditation. I love this community because we begin with meditation, we end our service with meditation. And today I want you to bring in the acronym of being: believe, embrace, inspire, nurture, growth. I want you to choose one word that you can bring into your meditation to focus in on. We ask ourselves, what do I truly believe? What am I here to embrace? What inspires me? How can I nourish my life? Am I willing to grow? And in this time of meditation, I just want you to ask the question and to give room. Because the contemplative meditation, there must be room for Spirit to speak to you. So again, the question, being, what do I believe? What am I willing to embrace? What inspires me? How am I nurturing my life? Am I willing to grow? Let's go into meditation. We're going to enter into the silence here. So whatever has come forth in this time, in this meditation, we know it is a call upon our life, is a call upon the shift that is happening within us. It is done as we believe. And we're willing to embrace our spiritual practice for our growth. We stay inspired so that we may inspire others. There is a call upon us to nurture our life, mind, body, and spirit. And everything is designed for us to grow. And we give thanks. And so it is. So let's seal the deal with one Om today. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale for our Om. Inhale. And so it is. It is time for our affirmation, so I invite us all to stand up. You're sitting on your affirmation, so you might as well pull it out right now. Thank you so much. And everyone, don't forget to sign up for our brunch next week. And we are looking for Sacred Service members. We need people to help serve. We need people to bartend. We need people to come in and say, I will help for our community to grow. So if you want to be a beneficial presence, please come out and see me afterwards. So here's our affirmation. Let's do it together. I'm going to say it. You're going to repeat it after me with enthusiasm and gusto. Are you ready, CSL? Yes. All right, here we go. Today I embrace my new way of being. Today I embrace my new way of being. Wow. Wow, thank you. I allow my divine nature to shine through. I allow my divine nature to shine through. And so it is. All right, all right. Let's remember this together. There's only one power, one presence, one mind, and that is the only thing that's happening here in this life. See, our life is the life of God, and we get to celebrate it. We get to dance through it. We get to make sure that we magnify this energy that we are so the rest of the world can see love. So today we go out from this space carrying the message of inclusivity, of love, of our core values. We get to move into our communities saying that this is the way of life, the way of oneness. So I give thanks. I bless each and every one of us, knowing that today is a beautiful day to continue on this incredible experience of God. I simply allow it to be, and so it is. Amen. Hey, everyone at home, we're going to be here right here next week at 10:30, and for the rest of us, let's stay in and sing our final song, This Is My Wish. Blessings, everyone.
My wish for the world, that peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth.
Have a great week, CSO.
Bye.
Thank you for taking part in today's live stream. Your participation means so much to us. Remember, there's several ways to give. Click on the donate button here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our webpage, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. Our brand new app is available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Stay in touch, and thank you again for participating in our live stream. We'll see you soon.